So we just dropped off the 68 Charger, loading up some other cars that we're going to take to our dealership. We just started a classic car dealership. We're still small, but we're growing, and we're trying to grow more, obviously. Any small fish wants to get to be a bigger fish. So we're growing, but we're in Allen, Texas right now, and we want to get a bigger building, which is going to cost a few pennies to put that together. And so we're starting to let go of some of our collection of our cars. Some of the rarer cars, there's certain ones we're not going to let go of, but ones that we wouldn't have let go of before, we're going to start letting go of so that we can fund this next venture. So we're swinging by a couple of our shops, pick up a couple of cars that can ship outside, and then we'll have the other cars shipped, you know, enclosed to the dealership directly. But since we're heading that way, we're going to go see a 1971 Superbee 383 automatic. I thought it was triple black, but because I thought that's what I heard the guy say on the phone when he called us. But it's actually black, no vinyl top, houndstooth, or like a salt and pepper. Still not even sure what color, you know, what they specifically call that. But it's like a salt and pepper cloth interior. All numbers matching, missing the fender tag. So we're hoping that turns up, but it does have a couple of build sheets, which is always good. So we're going to head down there. We're going to load up some cars. We're going to head down there, and we're going to hopefully buy this car. Meet a gentleman. He's only had it a few months, so he bought it. For whatever reason, he's not going to restore it or fix it up or drive it. Maybe it's too big a project. Who knows? But he is going to let it. He's going to sell it to us, and so we've already talked about a deal. Made a deal. We're just going down there. If it checks out the way it's supposed to, you know, meets what he said it is, we're going to pay the man. We will already be loaded down, so we won't be loading up the Superbee. We'll have it shipped and have Brandon check it out when it gets back to Brentwood. So anyway, stay tuned.
Morning. Good morning, sir.
Pleasure to meet you. Meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Tony, you said?
Yes.
And Aaron.
And there.
Let's take a look at this beauty.
I got nostalgic about the 340 because my brother, both my brothers, my oldest brother had a 71 Demon 340
Oh, okay.
as a kid that I grew up in, and then my other brother had a 70 Duster 340.
That's cool.
But I had a 70 Charger. I'm in love with, 68, 69, 70. I had a 71 that I traded for a long time ago. But then I fell into this and I was like, it's a Superbee? It's actually a Superbee. So, and I don't believe it had the air grabber hood. I think he put this on.
It didn't, because we looked at the
you did the build
broadcast sheet.
I looked at the
have on
best
there.
I could of the sheet, but we'll look now that I can actually see it.
I can't interpret it like you guys.
But that's
probably
rad.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's super rad that it's on there.
But he bought this, and brand new in the trunk is the whole setup, as far as I know. I didn't see any rust on this car. The title says it's from New Mexico, and that's the title I had is actually.
Did you actually look to see if the VIN is on the side of the block?
I tried.
Okay.
I got a borescope camera. I mean, you're welcome to try it if you want.
Yeah, Tony will. That's his job.
I could not.
He's gonna make sure all the numbers are in the right spots and.
But
stuff
somebody
like that.
did all this junk, and I would have undone it all probably because I just think
This thing is super rad though.
Yeah, and it's got the original valve covers in the trunk too, if you want to put it back.
Oh, that's cool.
14145.
I mean, just getting this kind of stuff, like you said, the valve
That's what I
covers
said,
and
there's
everything
so
like that.
much there.
Those are so hard.
Yes.
And there's an AC car.
Yes.
So you said it got bumped in the front. You can see in the fender that it's bumped a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there's something amiss.
Somebody
for sure.
hit it. I think
Gosh,
in
this
here
interior is almost. Well, I guess it looks new.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's new.
He told me it was replaced legendary,
Oh man.
but from what I can understand,
this?
about 10 years ago. Oops, sorry.
Extra steering wheel.
Yeah, he was trying to restore that one, and then he said he bought a new
Man, the
one
seats
instead.
look super nice.
Yeah.
So, I think the key is in there if you want to pop the trunk. I don't think the Going was on the car either, was it? Did you
I
guys happen
don't
to
think
look
so,
that
but
up?
we'll look at the sheet as well again for that. Yeah, so this inner fender was
But the fact that it's an original black car,
yeah.
TX9.
that's
right?
really cool that this is an original black car. Oh, and it has the sticker on the door.
Yep,
Original paint on the door.
I looked
Yeah.
at that.
This won't stay up because of that Going. But
Yeah.
pile
Oh,
of
it's
parts
got
back here.
the air. It's got the air grab system.
Yeah, you said that.
That's what I said. It's all
I
here.
didn't see that. I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, sorry. Yep, it's all here. He spent the money on a bunch of stuff. New
The extra slash
exhaust
tips.
and
Yep,
I was
I
like,
see 'em.
he had those in a box with the original rear or front drums.
Any chance
So
it
he
has the
damaged
original
them.
plates? License plates? No.
No
Oh,
plates
sorry.
with it.
Okay.
Not unless they're buried in them, but I didn't see them.
Machine gun tips. Or
This is the original trunk. His original paint.
I thought everything was OG, the
It does. It
original
looks like it.
steel.
oh, there's the air grabber.
And that's what everybody wants them. Like
The air
all
grabber
original
lid.
ones.
Yeah.
And you
See
decide
that.
if you want to patch a fender or
And
replace
the
a fender.
linkage is in there too.
Super nice car.
I think so.
I mean, paint is,
Somebody tried
old
to
paint.
paint.
They
you
tried
could
to paint
tell.
it, and it's not a very good paint job. But a guy that was going to restore this car
Right.
to start with it in this condition is
Yeah,
Like
that
you
inner,
notice right
other-
here, you can see that
other
somebody
than
tried
the
to spray
fender
it.
here.
this
or
inner
the-
fender was
Joel's
changed. You can see the welds. So
Did you see?
they did something.
Yeah, and he said there's a
this inner
dimple.
fender,
He said
this
there's a
inner fender was
dimple or
changed. See those,
something
That's
in
what I
the-
wondered.
welds? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the motor's numbers
Hey,
matching.
The numbers matching. What about the trans?
Yep, they both are.
Oh, you
that's
climb under there and you
killer.
can see it, huh?
Yeah, it's right there.
I was under the impression it was all original.
Let me just
He didn't
verify
say he took
something.
the motor out and changed it or anything like that, but
What part of New Mexico did it come out of?
sorry, excuse me. It's right here. I got
Gosh,
it.
this thing is rad.
So here's the sheet.
Oh, you got yeah, that's right. You sent me a
And
picture of that, and there's the original title. Well, 2002.
Yeah, so that's the last time.
Oh,
anything
Rancho.
was
Yeah,
done.
I'm from Albuquerque. That's
There you
from
go.
where I live.
Rio Rancho.
Yeah, that's the next little suburb. Yeah.
Supposedly that's where this car.
That's where we went for
was
the
found.
yellow 69 and that we just
Yeah.
bought.
Hey,
Same-
this
same
is an
place.
easy one.
We'll take it,
Thank
sir.
you. We'll take it.
Appreciate it. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
You
it.
guys. I just want somebody to do right by it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you guys.
wonder-
Either we
I'm
will,
like,
or
I'm
somebody
curious.
we,
Oh, that's- that's
work with
cool.
will.
92,000 actual miles on the title.
Wow.
So if the next guy that if when we go and register it, we can actually continue that and they'll update it.
Okay.
Now let's look at the sheet.
Talk about a cool. Look at 71B. So somebody wrote on. Oh no, that's on the thing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Here,
missing the
let's-
fender tag, and it's a black car.
Oh, there's 2 sheets.
Is it a triple black or is it just a double black?
Is there? Where can I?
Is it a double black on there? Because it doesn't look like it ever had a vinyl top.
Well, let's here. Check this out, Troy. There's 2 sheets in here.
Is there 2? I thought there was only 1. I didn't take it out. It's so fragile.
Actually, it doesn't look fragile to us. We've seen some really fragile
Yeah,
shit.
114, 145. Yeah, there's 2 sheets.
2
That's
sheets,
even better.
That's even cooler.
Okay, so let's start the discovery process. So C5X9 is that salt and pepper interior.
No wonder I couldn't figure out what was all the equipment. I didn't see the second sheet.
Yeah. So TX9 body color, and then roof paint TX9.
Right.
It's a hood treatment car, but you know the stripe that comes around the front of the cowl and down the doors?
Yeah.
That's deleted. So that's V68 right here.
Okay.
That's deleted on there. And then, yeah, this 6532 means
Your
383
dad would
automatic.
be so proud of you right now. Just rambling that shit off like it's second nature.
And
Like
then,
Galen Glover. You know who he is, right?
New
Yeah.
and improved.
yes.
Just kidding, Galen.
Yeah. So this N80, so this, see that N? And then that corresponds with this 85, means it had a tack from the factory, which is cool.
Okay.
And then it had dual tips, which are what are on the back there. So it was a factory machine gun tip car. So it didn't have Cali emissions. We know that because it wouldn't have had exhaust tips.
Okay.
And then if it had an air grabber right here where it says carb fresh air package, there'd be a
Okay.
6 in that box.
Okay.
So it did not have an
You
air grabber.
definitely know the 71's better than the 68.
Ye-
bro.
yes, yeah. A little bit.
He had the original hood laying there in the yard, but it was cut and welded.
We want
into
this.
little
Oh, yeah.
pieces.
We want
Yeah.
And I was
this.
just like, I only care that you have that hood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the only hood that matters. We wouldn't take it off.
But you have this, which is original.
Yes.
And then you can always.
And let's see, what's
Some of
the
them like
magical...
No, yeah, absolutely.
And so right
Absolutely.
here, so now since we don't have
well,
a fender
we would
tag,
use it on a different car.
Exactly.
So
since we don't have a
absolutely.
fender tag, we don't know the scheduled production date, but right here on the top of the sheet it tells you next to the order number 915. So this car was scheduled, the scheduled production date was September 15th. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's an early 71 car then.
Yes, precisely. Yeah, we'll take 2 sheets over a fender tag all day long.
Cool.
And we would take 2 of these if you had another one.
Yeah, C16 bucket seats console. Yeah, this is that's
Then maybe
killer,
I
man.
can trade you for 160.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you
How
go.
long have you owned this car? Did you like just get it or did you buy it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Much.
okay.
And
I
the-
had it for 4 months maybe.
Oh, okay.
And I just started digging into it, and I was just like, you know what? This is a car that needs to be restored, and I'm not a restoration guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Ratty,
nasty,
ratty.
have
Yeah.
fun.
And this motor you said, I think, if I remember right, is locked up?
Yes.
Or was that the, okay, so this one is locked up.
And all I could see, I took my bore scope in there, number 8, right? In the
Yeah.
back on the big block.
It always seems to be number 8.
Rusty. But that back tire was flat when I got the car. So it's possible if this was all open, water got in,
Yeah, that's the bad side about
ran to that cylinder.
yeah.
But I looked in there, he said the motor was rebuilt. There's a timing chain and stuff inside too,
Yeah.
in the trunk. And when I looked on the tops of the pistons, they all looked really good.
Okay.
And they had some marking on top like they were aftermarket, I'm not sure. But
The
I'm
best
not a
part
Mopar
about the
guy.
whole thing is the fact that it's, I mean, other than stupid shit like this,
Yes.
it's all original.
Yes.
Original motor, original transmission, original body,
Yeah.
except for this
The
inner fender
pads.
we believe was changed.
yeah.
But other than not having the fender tag, but having the 2 build sheets, did you look through the whole car to see if the fender tag was here, like in the ashtray or?
You know, I
In the
did
boxes
We
in the
have
trunk.
found them in ashtrays.
good. You know what? I looked
So,
at
let's
the car
pull
lot,
the stuff
but I
out of the
didn't-
trunk.
Let's go look in the ashtray.
Let's go look at the ashtray. We've made that mistake. Well, not mistake, but like we go to sell the car and then pop the ashtray. Oh, that's
5 years after I bought a GTX, I checked the ashtray and it was in there.
No kidding.
I swear. We love
Yes.
finding them. We love having a conversation like we're having with you, learning about the cars, the areas, the scenic routes and all the
Yeah.
other stuff. It's just, it's fun. For me, it's fun.
I love chasing them too, but I usually just find what's local,
Yeah.
an hour away or whatever.
Well, 3 days ago we were in Washington, so we go everywhere.
Yes.
And in 3 more days we'll be in Florida.
Holy cow.
So
You guys are running hard.
we're having fun. That's what it's all about for us. This thing is really this is a badass car.
It's a good find.
This is a badass car. Yeah, this is a good find.
cool. Oh,
Yeah, I get
there's some
excited
more of
about
this
cars
too.
like
There's
this.
brand new stuff like this. I think it's fun.
I mean, the fact that it has all of this, that's just incredible. The tips,
I don't know if those
The bumperettes.
bumperettes go on this car.
oh shit! Did you look in here?
Yes. I had it all out and kind of
This has all the paperwork and some
inventoried what you had.
stuff.
Is the fender
Wanna
tag in
look
there?
in there?
And I'm passing it along.
Here, we'll just take it
there's
out.
the-
Let's take it out so we can,
Yeah, that's what I said.
or put that off into the, so we don't step on it.
I think that thing's what, $1,000 by itself?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
these
cheap,
things
man.
aren't cheap.
I put that in there just so it had something to rest on, but
Yeah.
you guys can do whatever you want. He said he swapped it to disc brakes, so there's a master cylinder original.
Wow.
the
Yeah,
humps.
it's crazy solid. Pull your shirt down.
Wow. Even the trunk isn't rusty.
Right. That's what I mean. I looked and I was like, this car needs to be saved.
Oh yeah, it's got.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the back seat too, more seals.
Yeah, I kind of.
Tony,
I saw that.
There it is. That's the money.
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
All the stuff.
Yep.
And again, he said he bought most of this stuff like 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I think it's
Some of
better
it.
quality than
Yeah,
probably what
some
you're
of it
buying
could
today
be
even.
NOS. Yeah, absolutely.
That is the one thing I noticed is he cut up the inside of the console to fit that pistol grip or something. I'm not sure. These should be the originals, but you can see he dropped these in them.
Yeah, dented them up.
And
I just want to see if there's a. No.
Oh, it's missing the fender tag because both inner fenders were changed.
were they?
I bet you they cut that inner fender off 30 years ago and threw it in the trash with
That's
the tag
my
on
guess.
Yeah. But at least the build sheet was in there, because man, that would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
That would have been really too bad.
Throws a wrench in it if you don't have
Yeah.
it. That's why I was like, oh, that's awesome to have. You look at the intake, you're like, oh man.
Very
That's-
cool car, man. Very cool.
I like it. I just want somebody else to
Black
do something good
on
with
black, with, or actually, it's not even a double black, because it has the salt and pepper.
It's.
I think it's black.
I think it's black enough to consider it.
It's just black. So black gray interior, or what is the technical term? Is it houndstooth, or is it?
Like I call it salt and pepper. I'm
Salt
sure.
and
I'm sure
pepper?
there's
I
a.
wonder-
I'm sure there's a.
Oh, I always thought that was called houndstooth, but maybe
Well, it's houndstooth in like a '69 Camaro.
yeah.
But I don't know what they actually call this. We'll have to research that. We learn as we go. What's that?
Whenever they changed the inner fenders, they left the core sport because it's still got the number on it.
it does. Interesting.
I can't find the cowl number though. Usually on these, they're like right underneath this piece of weather stripping.
Oh, sorry about that.
What's the cowl
Oh,
number?
there it is.
You found it?
Okay.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
I can't imagine this being a rebody with everything being black.
No,
and it being
what-
a black car. You know what I
No,
mean? It's
yeah, just when I see panels
you
replaced,
gotta-
I just
you gotta
look
make
extra.
Sure. We got to make
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Kind of just sitting down here,
Yeah.
bolted on.
So, but we'll get you paid today. Get the paperwork done. And like I said, very cool.
rag with some brake cleaner. There we go. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're out of.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
1G 114 145.
OG.
1G 114 145.
Sweet.
Proof's in the pudding.
All numbers matching. Black.
Console buckets.
Pepper and salt and pepper
interior.
Salt and pepper interior.
Air conditioned tack. It's a cool car.
I just,
Not an air grabber, but has all the system set there for
Performance hood treatment
it. With
car.
the original air cleaner.
I just did a quick
So which would be an extra.
Actual
numbers.
HP
95,000 actual miles.
It's supposed to be like one of 3,383
Yeah,
auto cars.
yeah, they didn't. But then when you factor in the fact it was black and then the
Yeah, that narrows it.
houndstooth or salt and pepper, whatever they call it, and then you start adding in all the little options and stuff like that,
Changes the
makes
numbers
it makes them
numerically, yeah.
extremely rare. Yeah, we're just out having fun, and now because of Aaron, we're taking people along with us, and we're meeting a lot of people and documenting a lot of the stuff. People wouldn't even believe what we've done and seen over the last 5 to 6, 7 years. Chasing cars. Tony and I have been chasing cars. What, 4 years now?
Yeah.
Together.
Oh man.
And we've it's hard to even comprehend the stuff that
the
we
stories
found.
you
the
hear
stories,
are
the
the
people
coolest
that we
part,
met.
right?
Yeah,
The people
and we were saying it earlier. 95% of the people are awesome.
Yeah.
5% we could do without, but 95% it's like a conversation like what we're having with
Right.
you. It's like we're all excited about the car,
Yeah.
and putting a deal together that's fair for everyone.
Right.
So, but yeah, this is a spectacular find for sure. You found a good one. This is a good one. I mean, a rust-free 71 Superbee, even the trunk, that never happens.
Never happens.
So
It's never that easy.
yeah, so we're excited about this one. And then the fact that it's numbers matching and then has the new interior from Legendary, I mean, it really makes this car.
I'm gonna have to have my dad go through his photo albums and see if he's got pictures of his car. Because if it was in Rio Rancho, I mean, that's
Right where you
if
grew
it was
up.
at any Mopar show, my dad's got pictures of it. Like, my dad worked in Rio Rancho for 25 years. That's where the Intel plant is. That's where my dad worked for.
Okay.
So,
That's
I mean, it was in a garage somewhere, and we just never knew about it, you know. Or
You could
back in the
technically
day.
see, yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask. I'll send him the name and see if he knows if he recognizes the name.
Yeah,
It's small world, man.
It is.
Crazy small
We
world.
find out it's a smaller world every day.
yeah. When you
But-
start driving all over,
Yeah.
that's when you find out it's.
You know what though? We love finding the cars and we love talking to the people, but
Yeah.
we were noticing this week as we were driving and we've noticed it before, but we were talking a lot about it. The landscape and the different
Oh yeah.
things that you see.
The
and,
U.S. We
places
don't
that you
ever
go.
take in the U.S.
I tell
Yeah.
people that all the
Live our
time.
whole
People
life.
travel all over the world, right?
Yeah.
And the amazing stuff that we have right here, and I don't think most
Right in
people
front of us.
realize it. We just take it for granted.
Yeah.
So such a gorgeous area.
yeah.
True that.
Especially Washington, man. It was beautiful up there.
Yeah, they
it
do
was
have some beautiful
It
country.
was so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So, but anyway,
Let me get
we got
a-
you paid.
let me get a bill of sale.
We'll get a bill of sale
Okay.
and the title and paperwork and stuff, and then we'll let you be.
Yeah.
Print on the top line and sign on the bottom line for me.
Okay. Print, you said.
Yeah, on the top
Yeah.
line and then sign on that bottom one.
All right. Well, hey, we got all the pictures and all the stuff. We got the paperwork.
You seen it? There it is.
We've definitely seen it. Yeah.
It won't shut because I realigned it as
Okay.
much as I could,
We'll
but
slam it.
it's still not right because this isn't right.
Yeah.
So there's no way for it to catch that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
I put a strap across it with some rag.
Yeah.
When I hauled it,
Should we strap the hood down now just in
Yeah.
case?
Yeah.
So we don't have
Yep.
issues when they come to get
I
it?
was just thinking that.
I'll go grab some out of the truck.
I was going to pay a body guy and say, hey, come over and line this front end up and get it all working right. But when I put it up, or I called you guys and you were like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I want anyway. I was down at Duct Tape Drags last summer,
Okay.
or this past summer.
Yeah, a lot of our friends were there.
And I started talking with this guy, and he goes, "Yeah, man, I own this gravel business down there." And he says, "I bought this land with a building on it, and it's full of what I could. I think it was an old Chrysler lot dealership bought out, and this garage is full." And I said, "Engines?" He said, "Engines." I said, "You mean you might have a 340 in there, or 440?"
Probably has
He's
some
like,
Hemis.
"I don't know." He said, "I am not a Mopar guy because they build cars, but." They were building Chevys, I think.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm not a Mopar guy." He says, "I just want somebody to take the whole lot." I'm like, "Well, I'm going to come down and see you." So it's been a few months now, but I got to reach out.
Well, let us know.
I'm like, if you're
We'd
interested,
we'd be happy to
you can
buy
buy
them.
he wants to sell the whole thing.
Yeah, we'd be interested.
All right.
It'd be a
I'll
lot
let
to
you know.
transport it all, though.
It
As long
would
as you have-
be.
yeah, but
Probably a truck full.
Would it be
a
worth
truck and
it?
trailer like
Yeah,
that.
we'll come down and go through it, and
All right.
you know,
I'll,
work a deal with you to work a deal with him or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we keep a lot of these on the road. Dude,
Hey, stay here.
Cool ass car.
that's a cool ass car. That's an incredible car. That's an incredible find.
Yeah.
For him, for us, for the whole
Back then
thing.
it has 2 sheets.
2 sheets, all numbers matching, black. We got to figure out what that is, though. Is it houndstooth or is it salt and pepper?
Yeah.
What's the actual terminology?
Or
Because
they just call it cloth, like.
and maybe that's fine. Comment and tell us what the correct terminology is for that interior. We'll have already figured it out by the time you comment, but that would be cool to see what people think of it. I'm sure Scott Smith would be like, "Oh, it's blah blah blah,"
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
or Dan,
Yeah.
you know, Dan Placerville, Dan Starkey, all those guys.
Dan the Mopar man. Yeah, perfect.
We just left the 71 Superbee We bought it. It was everything they said it would be. Said it was bumped a little bit in the front. I actually thought it would be worse. It was very minimal. A lot of extra parts. Great buy. Going to be a great car for somebody to restore. We have an appointment tomorrow to pick up the Rum Runner, so we've got to get to Dallas, and then also check out a 67 GT500 Shelby in Brittany Blue that Dennis Collins is building for our collection. So, and maybe we get to chat with Dennis if he's in. So anyway, should be a fun time. Stay tuned.